Hello everyone and welcome to my review of Yvresse by Yves Saint Laurent, or Yves Saint Laurent if you're from London like me. Yeah, I put in the title of this champagne because this perfume actually changed its name. I'm not sure when it was, but when I first discovered it as a teenager it was actually called Champagne then, and the packaging has changed as well, I believe. The scent's still the same as far as I know. They've not changed anything about it. This still stands to me as one of the most standout and different perfumes. Just to say a little bit about the 1990s and perfumes, that's when I was kind of really getting into them and starting to notice them, and started going to my local shopping centre and just smelling things all the time and just being constantly wowed. And this one is just so nostalgic. I consider it a masterpiece. There's nothing like this at all that I've smelt since it's been made, unless I just haven't come across it yet, but definitely not. So yeah, it was released in 1993, and the 1990s to me are a golden age of perfumes for somebody my age. That's when I think perfumes were made solely. There wasn't really all of this, summer version and different kinds of takes on a particular one. There wasn't many. There were some obviously, but not many. And yeah, every perfume then just seemed to make a statement to me, and they're my favourite perfumes, the 90s definitely. So, and this is one of my favourite ones from that time period as well. So, yeah, Yvresse by Yves Saint Laurent, or Yves Saint Laurent. It's got a huge array of notes in it, so brace yourself. I'm not sure my little speech bubbles are going to be able to handle this, but I'll try. So it's classified as a chypre fruity, or chypre, or chypre if you're from London. And what a chypre normally is it has a sort of they all have a certain accord in the middle, in what they're made of, which normally consists of a sort of citrusy top, a resiny middle, and then a sort of animalic, musky sort of base. That's the main part of a lot of chypre perfumes, but then obviously they've got all of the different notes that I'll list now, and they've also got their own. They've always got their own separate set of notes, but that's the core basically. So this one, along the top, prepare yourself. So it's got caraway seeds. Caraway seeds are actually a spice, and they're apparently quite a sweet, sharp spice. I know that's quite a contradictory thing to say, but that's what it is. So it's actually a spice. You've got aniseed, or anise, which is also another spice. You've got mint, all lots of stuff that you find in cooking really. And then you've got three very fleshy fruits. You've got peach, nectarine, and apricot. So you can kind of imagine what the opening's like. It is ultimately a fruity perfume to me, but it's just a very, very special one. It's not fruity in the traditional sense at all. So then the heart, you've got lychee fruit, another fruit there, or litchi. I've seen it spelled and said in a lot of different perfumes. Then you've got carnation, quite a spicy flower, violets, cinnamon, yet again another spice there. Iris, which is a really soft, powdery flower. It's beautiful when you smell it on its own. Lily of the valley, rose, and then you've got rose oil as well, which obviously must just enhance that rose a little bit more, give it a little bit more of a punch. And then good old jasmine. You find that in so many perfumes. And then the base, ready? You've got coconut. You've got two resins. On top of, you've already got the resinous middle of the accord in the chypre anyway. So you've got styrax and benzoin. Both of them are kind of resins that are extracted from bark, and I've smelt benzoin on its own, and it's like a really soft, almost vanilla-y kind of smell. And I think styrax is quite a sweet resin as well. So this is a sweet, fruity perfume, but again, not in the traditional sense at all. Then you've got cedar, or cedar wood, vetiver, musk, patchouli, oak moss, kind of that dry kind of green smell, vanilla, and then amber. So you've got literally, what's that, about 20 notes. So yeah, it's quite a lot going on in there. So here's the packaging, glamorous gold box there, Yvresse. The packaging and the bottle's actually changed. The bottle used to have sort of a lot of gold on it around the top and bottom of the bottle, which I'll show you, which mine hasn't got anymore now, unfortunately. But yeah, here we go. So it's like that. It's almost like it's got ropes going down the side of it. And on the original packaging, it used to have these were gold as well, and this entire bit here was like embossed gold, like you see on the lid there. It's like it's been dented with a chisel kind of thing. This is the 125ml bottle. I had to go for the big one. This is actually a present, but I'm glad, you know, the big one came my way. So the strength of this, again with 90s perfumes, they were amazing, a lot of them, and this one is certainly no exception. This is one of those perfumes where you spray it on you and it's all day done. You haven't got to reapply at all. It's absolutely amazing. So what does it smell like? It's just a joy to my nose, basically. I absolutely adore it. It's unmistakable. You'd think with all of these notes that it would be something scary. To me, you know, if I looked at all of those on paper, I would think, what the hell is that going to smell like? But when you actually smell it, it's so well-rounded. It's almost smooth, which is strange considering it's got a lot of spice in it. It's a very smooth perfume, and the main standout notes from beginning to end are the fleshy fruits, believe it or not. I usually say that it smells almost a little bit blackcurranty, even though it's not got blackcurrant in it. The combination of the things that are in it give it an almost blackcurranty vibe to me. And yeah, this is just, it smells really classy. It smells like gold, like kind of gold dripping outfit, and just really, you'd walk into a room and you would know that you're wearing this perfume. It's great. So yeah, I also think that, well, on me anyway, it stays fairly linear, and what I mean by linear is it doesn't morph or change over time. It stays true to what it smells like when you first spray it. It just gets slightly softer, and it's one of those perfumes that kind of, you know, you feel like it's a second skin. It sort of blends into your skin so nicely and just becomes a part of your overall smell. That might sound weird, but that's exactly what I mean. Yeah, and as I said, it will just stay and stay and stay and stay. I've smelled this on myself, literally, I've worn it out and then I can still smell it the next day, which for a perfume, you don't always get that with, you know, kind of mass-produced perfumes anymore. So, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. You can tell I'm a fan. If not, then I am. So yeah, it's lovely. I mean, the base of it's got the fruits and everything. Those are the main players. The spices, no. I mean, it's obviously got a slight spice to it, but it's not in any way what you'd think from seeing caraway seeds and aniseed and cinnamon and things like that. It's just very smooth and well-rounded, and definitely classy smelling. It's very sweet as well. It's a sweet, fruity perfume, but it's not that sort of sickeningly sweet kind of smell. It's just enough. It's just right. And yeah, that's all really. The base of it is, because it doesn't change much. There's not really much to say about the base. Again, just a lot of the stuff that's in it just would throw you off, or would throw me off if I read it. But I actually wore this and smelt it a lot before I knew what was even in it. So I don't know if I have a preconceived notion or not, but you know, definitely it's everything. Obviously, always adds to it, but as a whole, no, it's definitely a very well-rounded perfume. And I would hope that this doesn't disappear, because I think it's a one of a kind. Yves Saint Laurent did an amazing job with this perfume, and I've already used quite a bit. I don't know how that's happened because it's so strong, and I've not worn it that many times. That just shows you how much I spray my perfume. You wouldn't want to come near me on a bus, I tell you. Gosh, it's blowing the gale outside. I hope the roof doesn't fly off. But yeah, that's it. That's my review of Yvresse, formerly known as Champagne by Yves Saint Laurent. My sort of grown-up perfume. I don't even know when to wear this one actually. It's kind of as and when. I usually wear it around the house just to smell it. But yeah, enjoy. That's Yvresse. Here you go. See you later.